Yanko, as we have been over the course of all of the draws. And we're going to start stuffing the 16 teams in the new Legend stage into the envelopes. A few details. There was obviously a random toss between Cloud9 and G2. And Cloud9 have ended up in Group 2 as a result of that coin flip. So an important detail there, Yanko.
Absolutely, we have 4 pools, same as we had for the new Challenger stage. So because 100 Thieves would be in Pool 1, then we had Big because they had the best score in the Swiss stage being promoted, and Cloud9 and G2, the coin toss had to be made. So we had teams that move up in the pool a little bit, but in the grand scheme of things, that only matters for round 1 of the new Legend stage, because after that we just use the Swiss score, and teams with the same score will play each other.
So this is Minsik, of course, Vice President of Tournament Directions. First name out is Big. So, and again, this isn't the order that the games will be shown in. Must remind you of that, of course. But Big, the first name out. And, of course, Big did come in for some criticism, Yanko, because they only played Inferno and managed to secure legendary status.
In a very unique way, Richard.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. They did defy.
They get Team Liquid.
Team Liquid. Well, that is an interesting one. Keep in mind, obviously, Team Liquid will still be using that stand-in. That isn't going to change. But that's a doable game still, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And Big, unfortunately, have been pretty disappointing after that major, not many results going their way. But they have put in a lot of work for the next major, and we'll see. They usually are very good at preparation and expect some good things from them. And the next up, VP.
Virtus Pro, obviously a very popular team, falling on hard times. Who knows, maybe 2018 they're going to turn it. And there is, of course, the shock qualifiers. QB Fire. That's a baptism.
Now you want to say relief for the VP fans, right? They get an easy opponent to work their way to the major.
You can't say that.
VP losing to this team would probably mean them not getting to the playoffs at all. So a positive and a negative side to this one, but might be a good way for VP to get into the tournament.
Yeah, and they've got Gambit, of course, the reigning champions. You know, there have been some changes there, but still looking very good. Oh!
You love to see that.
Zeus returns! Wow! Gambit versus Na'Vi. What a crazy, crazy game. Don't need to add anything to that. Astralis, yes, with Device. They're going to be there. And who are they going to be with? And there it is, mousesports. Very interesting one, I think, there, Yanko.
Yeah, I think this is going to be obviously the Gambit versus Na'Vi one, and then Astralis versus mousesports. To end the day, we saw also mousesports stating that they're not going to play or practice against any teams that are going to play in the major during the 3 off days that they will have here in Atlanta. And Astralis playing with Device, finally, after a few tournaments.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And North are going to be up there now as well. And who are they going to be playing to complete that one off?
Now you have the likes of FaZe, the possible draw. That's what everyone wants to avoid. We can still get the SK FaZe matchup in the first round, Richard.
Yeah, that's...
Knowing Minsik, that's probably going to be the case.
Well, there you go. Vegas Squadron, you know. I'm sure Vegas Squadron aren't going to be feeling too hard done by here, you know. Like, they've upset some big names, certainly capable in those best-of-1 scenarios, so it's going to be interesting. The next name that comes out, there it is, SK Gaming, #1 team in the world.
I wonder, who are they going to get?
Oh, come on.
And another thing, obviously, SK are not...
can't have it. No, go on, go on. You do it. You're the tournament director. No.
SK can't play with bolts.
Here. Ooh, Space Soldiers. There it is.
Listen, you think like, oof, it's not FaZe. Yep. SK lost to Space Soldiers in the best-of-1 at TSL1 Cologne last year on cash. That was the opening game of the tournament, so they're definitely looking for some revenge there.
Yep, and Fnatic out. Fnatic have been having a steady resurgence, I'd say, of late. Very different ballpark to be in this sort of company here at the Major, but...
Oh, no.
Oh, dearie me.
And not because it's FaZe, like FaZe is the second best team in the world. It's because Fnatic lost to them 2 tournaments in a row to close out 2017 in the playoffs. So not a good matchup for Fnatic.
And here we go. So Cloud9 are out as well. Yep, G2. And there you go, G2. So in the end, yeah, it's all worked out. So... what do you make of that then, Yanko?
Yeah, I think we have some amazing games coming up next week. Obviously, Cloud9 versus G2, both teams in form. Gambit versus Na'Vi. Take your pick, Richard.
Yeah, I mean, just some amazing stuff there. Really looking forward to some of these games. And, of course, looking forward to seeing the big boys actually get here and see if they can hang with some of the names that have established themselves. So there you have it. You can see all of the matches there on your screen. Now all that remains to do is close out the show. Thanks for staying with us all over the course